Hello, my name is Oliver Powell. Today we're playing Kerbal Space Program version 9.0 beta. This is the latest release with some added features. So let's get started. I'm doing my science campaign and I'll just quickly show you. I haven't unlocked that much yet. I'm gonna probably work towards getting this, my fuel systems pod, because it allows me to do the external fuel duct, which allows me to connect to make bigger rockets, basically. So, for those of you who are not familiar with this game, Kerbal Space Program is basically a physics simulator where you're able to make spaceships. And in this particular part, we're doing scientific achievements. So, I got some more. Some more things I gotta do. So right now I want to make a manned mission to the moon, or in this case the mun. It must be English, the developers. So we're going to cut now, and we're going to come back to a test flight of a lunar lander. So I'll see you in just a moment. Okay, so let's design a quick little lander and let's give it a test, shall we? So first we need the capsule. There are more capsules in the game. I'm just haven't unlocked them yet. So let's work with that together. We're gonna need a parachute. Now here's the hard part. We're gonna need something small enough to land, but also powerful enough to take off again, and hopefully get our little guy home without cheating. I promise nothing. But we need to bring science, and science in this thing is the currency you need to unlock other parts. So we're going to need the Science Junior, a comms antenna. I like this one a little bit better because it folds out. Ooh, nifty. Blink lights? Hell yeah. We're going to have it. Come back in. And we're going to need mystery goo. So we'll have 2 of those. Just for balance purposes. Now our fuel tank. Our engine. Could probably do... And we're gonna need landing legs. We're going to do a test of our lander, so we'll have them retracted. And we're going to need some batteries. And a trick I found out is to zoom in until you go inside. You can actually stack batteries inside. And voila! Let's give this a little name. How about just lander test? Save. Let's give it a shot. Alright, so the first test is just going to be how high can I get using all my fuel. So we're going to turn on our computers. We're going to thrust. I forgot thrust. There we go. And we're going to launch. Our pilot, unwilling test subject pilot, is Bill. Retract our landing gear. Not a lot of fuel. So And we'll wait until we are, let's make it around 1,000 meters. There we go. Slowing down. So we made it around 3,100 meters, so that's pretty good. I love the look of this game. Sun is just about, I think, rise east. So I think it's just rising, so it's just about to crest. You need to spend money on fuel to land, and you might going to spend money to fuel to get back without cheating. So I might have to cheat to get home. So where is, yeah, 13 meters a second. Might be a little fast, but not much I can do now. Well, no, we made it. Everything intact. Yay! Let's see if, oh, we get some science from that. So this is how you do science. So you do something, you record your data, and now that we landed, we'll recover. So we have 58 science points. So we'll stop the recording now and we'll come back when I have a rocket design and we'll see if we can at least launch into orbit successfully, let alone get to the moon. Alright, it's me again. So I've built my rocket, which might be a little underpowered, but we'll give it a shot. So we have um, 3 rockets here that'll kind of hopefully boost us up, at least hopefully into orbit, with also 3 boosters. I put it into action groups, so they should all decouple at the same time and fall peacefully back to Earth or Kerbin. I have a second stage rocket, which will hopefully give me the boost I need to either finish achieving my orbit and then to take me on my way to the moon. I have a middle third stage, which will put me into lunar orbit, hopefully. The big difference between this one and this one is that it has the same amount of fuel, but a smaller engine. Has a smaller engine because it's more efficient and like fuel efficient, and there's not that much gravity out there to get around to the moon. So, you know, you need lots of power to get you away from the planet, but then not so much to get you to the moon. And hopefully I can save all my fuel um, with just landing on the moon, and then hopefully I have enough to get back safely. I know that as long as I can make it onto land, if I run out of fuel, then my parachute and landing legs are able to land me safely home. So let's give it a shot with at least the first attempt at launching. So double check on my staging. Alright, we'll launch in 3, 2, 1. So far, so good. That land here is obviously for me. I want to land as close to my facility as possible. You'll see why, hopefully later on in the video. The 9.0 update, I've noticed they've changed the sound of the engines. Going a little slower than I'd like to be. But as I'm burning up that mass, that fuel, we're not as massive. Oh. 240 meters per second. and climbing. All right. Oh, I was afraid that was going to happen. Fuck. Okay, so now I swapped out those bigger boosters for these little ones. So hopefully, I think it was the length. The other boosters were kind of longer, so they didn't. They hit the bottom of my rocket before. Well, they're not really supposed to, but let's see if at least I can get what I can from them. All right, launching again in 3, 2, 1. Well, so far so good. Bill has nothing to worry about. He's happy as a clam. One downfall to these little boosters, obviously, is they're running out of fuel a lot faster than my other ones did. So, I'm not nearly going nearly as fast enough. Yeah, the other ones are definitely more fuel efficient. Yeah, so get rid of them. Oh, well, at least I didn't break anything. Oh, but I'm slowing down. I'm at max thrust. I'm still climbing. Oh, okay, I'm accelerating now, so that's a good thing. I wish I could have got those other boosters to work. They were more powerful. Got me higher. I don't think this rocket is big enough to make it to the moon and back. So as crazy as this sounds, I actually might try Minmus. Minmus is the smaller moon. It's further away, but it's less gravity. So the important thing is it's less gravity to come home. So coming home is the important thing. If I had to strand poor Bill on the moon, then I'd have to make another mission to rescue him. So throttle down just a little. I want to keep this at around 200 meters per second. Save some fuel. We're at 14,000 meters, so let's see if we can turn. She turns like a ton of bricks. Oh, she's slowly turning. I haven't unlocked any of those extra parts yet. So hopefully we can unlock those parts soon. Oh, look at that, silhouetted. There's the other airport. Well, so far so good. Little course corrected. And now we're high enough to be in orbit. What just happened? Okay. At least we're still accelerating, which is good, and our orbit's going further and further and further. But let's pull up just a little. Try and get a little higher. Yeah, this handles like a ton of bricks. 60,000. 70,000. Let's go up to 75, then we'll cut our engines. 75. Good. Switch to pro grade. Wrong one. Oh, we only got a little. Oh, we'll pause the recording now and see. So we're in a few. Oh wait. Yeah, we're only 30 seconds away from our highest point, our apoapsis. So let's 3, 2, 1. We're still accelerating, and we're not burning a lot of fuel, which is why I chose the little engine that could. But we're not going fast enough because we're going down. So let's pull up. No, 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 no. No, we're not going fast enough. Oh God. Alright, this is the little engine that can't. And now we're burning up. See if I can get some science while I'm out here. Excuse me. Oh, crap. Yep, no, we're definitely not going to make it to... Alright, sue me. I'm going to cheat a little. Just want to get to land. That's all I want to do. I can already hear the hecklers on YouTube. Oh, you had to cheat. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Fuck you. But I do want to make it to the moon without cheating. I just don't want to... I'm concerned about poor Bill's life, and splashing down the ocean might prove fatal. I have a feeling I'm in a new biome, biome, for those of you who don't know, is like the polar ice caps and the grasslands and all that different areas where you can get science. So this might be a new place for me to be, so I might get some more science. So which is why I recycled my mystery goo container. And I'm coming in pretty hot, so let's slow down. Here's our shadow. Yeah, we made it. Halfway around the world. Yay! Hey! I knew it. We're on a new area, so let's keep it. Tick service sample. Looks like dirt. EVA report. So let's cover. See if I got any good science from this anyhow. So, apparently, after I recorded parts of my ship, I got enough science to get some things. So my options are landing gears. Probably not. Ladder and a thermometer. Now, thermometer is tempting because I could get science with the thermometer and with my mobile processing lab. So that's also tempting. Solar panel, which always comes in handy. I could probably make a cheap little space probe and send it to the moon first. The thrusters and all this good stuff. Make probes or control or advanced inline stabilizer, which is always handy. Flying is important, and it's so important to fly straight. Airplane parts. I'm not really interested in making airplanes right now. The rockets. And adapters to make bigger rockets. I like this one because you could do what we call or I like to call a cookie cutter design. So you have like rockets attached to rockets attached to rockets, and they're all fueling together. And I'll probably look at that. And this way I'd be able to. We'll see. So we'll look at this, and I'll come back with a redesign, and we'll see what I do. So I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, so this is what I mean by the cookie cutter design. So basically, the outside rockets, all these rockets and fuel tanks are filling the inside one. So basically, this one fuels that one, which fuels that one, which fuels that one, which fuels these. So they all fire at the same time, and ideally, everything should fly and separate in turn. Boom, 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 boom. And these will be fully fueled and ready to go. Uh, yeah. So hopefully, let's save our changes and we'll launch. See if this bad boy actually makes it to space. 2, 1. It's flying. Oh god. Oh yeah. Turn off my infinite fuel cheat. It's flying. Sweet Jesus, it's flying. Oh god, no, not again. Alright, we're still good. Just a little broken. It's still good. It's still good.
Hopefully no one's working down there. These are falling down straight down where they came and like little bombs. We're still accelerating. And we still haven't lost any fuel on our main engine, so I think we're good. Bill looks oblivious to the fact. And all right, so far so good. 3, 4, 5, cut. I think my design worked a little bit. Right, we're almost. Well, let's see what we can do. Yep, I'm definitely cutting this shorter so that I don't bore you to death. $90,000 meters. All right, that's pretty good for a first stage. Still accelerating. See if we can level out a little. Not too much. All right. Still going higher, which is a good thing. Sound like Martha Stewart. It's a good thing. And we've gone further than we did last flight, so far so good. Then comes the little engine that can't. But if we can make it to orbit, then that little engine might just be enough to get me to the moon like I intended to. Whether or not Bill is stranded is another thing. Oh, are we going to make it all the way around? Maybe, 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 maybe. Yes. Almost. So detach. And the little engine that might. 20, 30,000 meters. 35. We need to make it to about 75. 50. 58. 59. 60. 64. 66. 70. Let's make it around 80 to be nice and comfy. Good. Haha, we made it to orbit. And we have plenty of fuel left to make it to the moon. So that's our periapsis is 80,000 meters, and our apoapsis is 342,000. So there's the moon. Let's see if we can get an encounter. Oh, we had it. Hey, and that will even bring us home if we fail. So why don't we set that to our target? We should, if we get to this right, we'll at least loop around the moon, get close, and then come home if we don't have enough fuel. So I like the looks of that. So let's time warp 34 minutes. So let's start burning a little early because we got to burn for 3 minutes. Maximum power to the moon. So it looks like I have an encounter, but it's kind of twitching out on me. So I might make it to the moon, I might not, but it's gonna take me about 6 days. So let's just time accelerate. Cause yeah, I don't think I have enough hard drive space to record 6 days straight. And I'd probably be really tired after playing this straight for 6 days. Okay, so let's make a maneuver to put us into orbit. What's that? 54 meters, 54,000 meters. It's still pretty massive, so 21 minutes. Let's see if I can get some science from way out here. So here's the tricky part. I can either transmit and get 6 science, or I could risk it all and get 20. So let's keep it for now. If it looks like I'm going to crash, I'm going to transmit the last second. So let's... There's the moon. Can't imagine being the only person in a space capsule for 6 days by yourself on a low budget spacecraft. Fuck. You hope you brought like your iPhone charger or something. Something to keep you occupied for 6 bloody days in space. Almost, almost, almost. Yay! Let's see if we can get that a little closer to the surface of the moon. And it's on the light side too, is our periapsis. The less fuel we have to burn of our little... Alright, that's good. And we haven't cheated yet? Not gonna lie, I probably will cheat at least to land on the moon. Played all this time. Speaking of which, I'm getting tired, so I think we'll at least make a nice circular orbit. Call it a day. And we'll do the landing on the moon in a part 2 episode. Oh, oh, wrong way. a nice, more or less circle. I mean, not really, but it's not as elliptical as before. And the lower part of the orbit is still on the light side, which is good because I don't want to land on the dark. It's easier to land in the light. So let's just quickly time warp. 3 hours and 12 minutes. I'm glad we can time warp in this game. Put the brakes on. Perfect. Get me pointed retrograde. So we're in a nice circular orbit around the moon. And I have a smudging of fuel left. Huzzah. And at this point, ladies and gentlemen, I'm calling it a night. It's 1:45. I'm tired. I want to go to bed. So I'm going to say good night. Take it easy. And I'll see you in part 2, hopefully. And we'll be landing more or less safely on the moon for science. So that's probably the more exciting part. So thank you for watching, and good night.